Hi guys, it's me, Trudy Lee. How's everybody doing? I'm doing pretty well. It's nice and sunny outside. It started out really cloudy, but they burned all off and it's looking really nice out there. It's nice and warm. I have a sweatshirt on and I'm getting a little bit warm here. I'll tell you, it's we're having crazy weather. We really are, but it's beautiful. It's like spring, but I'll take it. I'll take it. It's a lot better. I know a lot of you guys up north are really cold still, but I'm doing okay. Sorry about y'all being cold. Hey, I didn't get to go to Austin. My husband didn't want to go. So there, yesterday in all 50 states, there was a march on the Capitol against, all these things Trump's doing, all the policies. I don't think it was just one singular. Immigration's a big one, but it's just basically, protesting against what Trump is doing, acting like a king and just doing all kinds of illegal executive orders, trying to anyway. But my husband, he was like, I don't want to go. He didn't want to do that. And so I have to stay close to him. I can't just leave him and say, bye, I'm gone. I'm going to be gone for the day. So I'm like, okay, I just roll with the flow. So we didn't get to go. But I was watching on TikTok and there was live events everywhere with thousands and thousands of people. And, did y'all see anything on the news? I mean, if y'all are watching the news, I know a lot of y'all aren't watching the news, but you turn on the TV for a few minutes and you might scroll through CNN and hear some things. I didn't hear nothing. I don't think, you know, I was looking for it live. I found it on TikTok live with a bunch of people just sending it in from their phone live. And I mean, thousands of people in state after state after state, but nothing on legacy news. It's crazy, and it's such a shame that Trump has gotten his teeth into the news, and now it seems like it's being censored. It seems very unfair that our voices are being censored, and he's out there saying, that everybody should have freedom to, speak their mind, and he talks like that all the time. He don't believe it. He doesn't believe it. He's censoring the news like crazy. That's what I think anyway. But I wanted to give y'all a little bit of good news because I go to a place online where you can see all the litigation that's taking place. You can look it up, litigation tracker, and see all the lawsuits that are being uh, filed against Trump's administration, and there's like 35 different lawsuits. I mean, it's crazy. So they have the FBI and the DOJ, they have a couple civil liberties rights, transgender rights, and all that. There's like 5 different lawsuits for that. There's lawsuits for DEI, government grants, and loan assistance, and all that, and immigration, citizenship, all kinds of stuff. There's 35 different lawsuits, and I just heard right before I turned on the camera that there was a restraining order put on Elon Trump through Doge, accessing all the information through the Bureau of Financial Services. That uh, the judge said I could rule on this, or we could agree to a temporary restraining order, and so they agreed that um, Doge won't access any personal information of anybody. So there's that, and then there will be a full ruling on that. I think in like a month or something. But that's the 5th restraining order that's been ruled on uh, for the people. I would say against the Trump administration. There was a couple that were uh, birthright citizenship, a couple um, for the funding freeze, I think, and then one about stopping transgender women going to jail with men. So that was another one. So there's already been 5 ruled in the people's favor. Okay, so I just want to give y'all a lot of hope and let y'all know that our lawmakers are working really, really hard for us. They're really trying to do everything they can to keep us safe from this crazy person, to put it nicely. Also, I don't know if y'all saw Hakeem Jeffries just had a press conference. I guess he has a weekly one. I don't always see it, but I happen to see this one today. And they are putting forward a bill with it's called the Taxpayer Protection Act. So it'll protect, I guess, all our information and everything. And I don't know how they're going to get it through with all those MAGA Republicans there, but he seems to think that they'll be able to get that through, and that'll be good for all of us, that all our information will be um, protected. Which it seems like right now there's already protections in place, but Trump doesn't respect them, and he does illegal things, and then they have to be challenged in court. It doesn't even matter. I don't know, but hopefully that will help. I don't know. I hope it'll help. And now Trump wants to make Gaza a Riviera resort. Can you believe that? He wants to take people out of their country. You guys, I don't know how y'all feel about this. I know I've said it before. Palestine was there before Israel was there. Palestinians were there before Israel was there. Arab people have always been there. And now it's just horrible what they've done to them. They've tried to annihilate them and kill as many as they can. They destroyed their homes. You know, they went after the civilians. It's terrible. It's horrible the way they've treated them and what they've done to them. I feel like it is. Sometimes on TikTok, I'll say something and they take my comments down. Can you believe it? They take my comments down at a TikTok. I said, what did I say? I said, "Oh, Trump, impeach the turd," or something like that, and they took my comment down. I wasn't that bad, I didn't think, but yeah, it's everything is being censored now. It's just crazy, and it's scary. And I think Trump just says things just to make them blow up, and just I don't even think he really believes in the things that he says. He's fantasizing about them. It's crazy that he wants the United States to occupy Gaza and then turn it into a Riviera. For the rich, I'm sure. I wouldn't be able to afford going there. It's so immoral to just say, take millions of people. You can go to a different country. You don't have to have any kind of citizenship or anything. You can go to a different country. It doesn't matter. It's crazy. And then he said Saudi Arabia was on board with that, but then Saudi Arabia comes back and says they support Palestine as an independent state. So does China, Russia, Jordan, Egypt, France, Iceland, Spain, Turkey, and Australia. So I don't know how he thinks he's going to do that. He's just talking out of his ass. That's all there is to it. I don't think the people want to send their children to Gaza Strip to be killed so that Trump can make Gaza a Riviera. I don't think so. That's not the way it works. Also, Congress would have to support that and send troops there. And as bad as they are, I don't think they would do that. I don't think they would support sending troops to Gaza and getting everybody's children killed for a Riviera resort. It's crazy. It really is. Now, you've heard about the buyout, right? So the Trump administration has told CIA workers and I guess FBI, a bunch of federal employees, that they're offering them a buyout and they'll get paid till September. 40,000 people have taken the buyout. Isn't that crazy? And they don't even, is it on paper? Is it written? Is there a contract? Who's going to make sure that that contract's honored? This man has got so much chaos going. So if 40,000 federal workers are gone and they're from the CIA, who the hell is going to run our intelligence offices and everything? What the hell's going to happen? I think that weakens us. It looks like to me that we are weaker because of this buyout, not stronger. We're weaker. It's not like you can just produce a CIA agent and just snap your fingers. Oh, you got the job. Go ahead, go do it. They have to be trained. FBI agents have to be trained. I just don't get what's going on. And now Trump is sending some of the immigrants he's already sent to Guantanamo Bay. I mean, what did they do? How bad are they? Are they terrorists? I don't know. I didn't look into it. I haven't heard it. I just saw that some of them have already been sent to Guantanamo Bay, and that's terrible. I mean, can you imagine being there? You're there. Have these people been tried? Did they have a hearing? Were they in court? I don't understand. How can you hold somebody in jail, even if it's just an immigration, hold them in jail when you haven't had a trial for them or anything? How could you hold them in prison? It just seems crazy. And they're talking about sending them to El Salvador. Can you imagine? These people have fled from their countries to come to the United States to have a better life. A lot of them were were scared out of their mind. They came here because they were fleeing countries that their lives were at risk, and some just didn't have anything to eat, didn't have any way to take care of their families or feed their families. They came to the U.S. for opportunities, and now they're caught up in this madman's plans. So we should pray for the immigrants. The United States used to be a place where we would welcome immigrants, and now it's not. We're not held in very high regards right now by the rest of the world. The United States is being looked upon as, the enemy of all. And that's so sad. Y'all know my husband's Iranian, and lots of Iranian people are pro-Trump. Lots of them, because they think that, I don't know why they think this or how they think Trump is going to do this, but they think Trump will oust the mullahs there that are running the country and install Shah's son. That's what they think. They think he's a hardliner and that he can do it, and we need somebody strong that can make the Iranian government do what we want them to do. Really? I don't get it. My husband has a really good friend that's so pro-Trump, and my husband was just talking to me yesterday, and he was saying, I mean, my husband can't get over it that, after all the things Trump is doing, and we're hearing all these uh, horrible things that he's doing and creating chaos and hurting families and children, taking away, funding for school children and for trying to reduce um, money for education and school lunches and all those things, all those things that we're hearing about. And they're horrible. And then when he talks to his friend's like, yeah, he's making things better. Well, you know what? Our gas prices are almost $3 a gallon now. And they were like $2.59 before Trump took office, and now they're $3 a gallon here in Texas. Now, y'all might be paying more where you're at. In Texas, we usually pay lower gas prices than anybody. So don't tell me you're paying more, especially in California. I know y'all pay a lot more for gas than we do, but here we were paying around $2.59 or so, and now it's almost $3 a gallon. Thank you, Trump. And then eggs. I don't even buy eggs. I'm not even going to buy eggs. I don't care. I'm not buying them. The price is crazy. $6 for a dozen eggs. I don't want an egg. I'll just do without eggs. I'm not eating them. It aggravates me so bad, that I'm just like, I'm not gonna eat them. Just wait. Let the chickens grow up a little bit and start laying eggs. I can wait a few months. I won't. I won't die without an egg. So that special election is going to be held in, I think, April 1st, April Fools, April 1st in Florida. There's two seats up. And a lot of the people in Florida feel betrayed by Trump. And I don't know where that's at. I haven't looked into it or anything, but I was hearing that that would be a way for us to even out the House. It could be 215 to 215 if we could get two Democrats in those seats. There's another one, I think, in New York, but it's been put off and it hasn't been, there's not a date for the special election yet. But anyway, wouldn't that be great? And I was thinking about that. So, what would happen? Who would be the leader? Who would be the House leader? But I guess J.D. Vance would. Is that including him, or is not? Is he can do the tiebreaker, right? So would it be 215 to 215, and then he could be a tiebreaker, like if they want Johnson in, he can vote for Johnson. Pretty sure that's what would happen. So I wish Hakeem Jeffries could be the House leader. I'd love him. He's such a wonderful man. I mean, he exudes so much honesty and kindness and love, and I, I can't wait to see him as leader. I know he will be one day. He will be. I just saw it go across my news feed that Trump wants to cut funding for Medicare and Medicaid. My sister has chronic leukemia, and I don't even know if she's gotten anything from Medicaid yet. She's had such a hard time. I'm telling you, there's a lot of bureaucracy, and that's why people are upset and mad, and that's why MAGA's, screaming and hollering, saying that we need to revamp everything, and that's true, we do. But gutting it or defunding it, that's not the answer. Um, she didn't have any food to eat. She can't work. She's sick. Her husband passed away and everything, and she couldn't get Medicaid for the longest time. She would fill out the forms and they'd say they lost the forms. It was crazy. I don't know. The system really really isn't working for a lot of people. I know that, so I'm glad that you know we're going to do something to change that. But I hope he's not going to cut funding for Medicare and Medicaid. My husband's on Medicare. I'm not old enough yet, but he's on Medicare, and his benefits were a little bit cut this year. They were already cut. So they used to pay for him to go to a gym, and then they said they wouldn't pay for that gym, the one that he really likes to go to. They said, we're not going to pay for that gym anymore, but we'll pay some of it. If you want to pay the rest, you can. But they'll pay for him to go to any other gym, but not the gym that he wanted to go to. So he signed up for it with another gym yesterday. So, but you know that that is cutting his benefits. When they won't pay for what they did the previous year, they're cutting his benefits. So I mean, he's got good benefits, and anytime he's had surgery, gone to the doctor, or getting his medicine, it's not really cost us anything. I took him to the emergency room. Remember, he was really sick, and it didn't cost us a thing. And they saw us like that. They didn't even ask us. They asked us no questions. Uh, they didn't ask us if we had insurance or anything, and they just brought him in there and started taking care of him, which was really nice. I'm really happy about that. But he had Medicare, so maybe he looked like he had Medicare, and they're like, "Yeah, he has Medicare. Let's take care of him." So let's use the dowsing rods and ask Spirit a couple of questions at the end here. Make sure these are all tight. Sometimes the balls get loose and they go rolling in the middle of me trying to get some answers. So I'm going to say a little prayer really quickly. With love and gratitude, I call on my spirit team and ask that all communications be for the highest good of all, and I ask Archangel Michael for your love, light, and protection. Thank you. Thank you, spirit team. I love you. Thank you. Okay. All right. Let's Since we're talking about Medicare and Medicaid, let's ask. So, Spirit, is Trump going to cut funding for Medicare and Medicaid? Will Trump cut funding for Medicare and Medicaid? That's a no. So this is the right side is no. My left side is yes. All right, so that's good. It says no. Maybe he wants to and he's just not able to. Maybe it gets blocked. Does Trump really believe that the United States should take Gaza? Does he really believe that? Yes. Okay. Would Trump actually want to bring troops to Gaza to take Gaza? Would Trump want troops there? Yes. Okay. Well, hopefully that gets blocked. Okay, let's ask it if it will Trump be successful in taking Gaza? Will Trump be successful in taking Gaza? No. But he really wants to. He really does want to. All right. Is the legacy media kowtowing to Trump? Are they being censored by Trump? Is the legacy media being censored by Trump? Yes. Yes. Wow. That's crazy. Let's ask about the buyout. Okay, Spirit, so the people that are taking the buyout from the Trump administration, will they receive all the back pay? Will they receive it? Will they receive the buyout? It's kind of a no, but not a complete no. Okay. Let's ask a different question. Let's put it differently. The workforce that are taking the buyout will, gosh, how do I say it? Let me think about that for a second. How about we'll ask if the buyout is legal. Let's ask that. Okay. The buyout that the Trump administration is offering the federal workers, is this legal? Is this buyout legal? No. Wow. Those people better be really careful, because what if they quit their jobs and then they pay them a couple of paychecks and they're like, sorry, just kidding, sue us, go, what are they going to do? Have a class action lawsuit, I guess, something like that. But then even if they got back pay, they would go months and months without pay. They could even go years without pay. So it's really scary. That is really, really scary. And Trump administration is asking FBI, CIA, if they worked anything on, against Trump. Like, did you have a hand in prosecuting the insurrectionists? And they were just, they're just worker bees. And they're like, here, go investigate the January 6th. This is your job. They got to do it. What were they supposed to say? No, I'm not doing my job, and then get fired? And now they're getting fired for doing their job. This is crazy. So y'all need to keep up the prayers. That's all we can do, is keep up the prayers. So there's like 35 different lawsuits going on against the Trump administration. Y'all pray on that, and ask that all the lawsuits that are that are being filed will be in favor of the people, for the people. Just pray that all of them will, work out in our favor. So that's the way that we can manifest what we need to have done, because the wheels of justice, they turn so slowly. Y'all know that. I mean, oh my gosh. But we can get those temporary injunctions, against them and stop it until the, you know, lawsuit is ready to go to court. So they'll be able to stop all these things that Trump is doing. There's a bunch of them that's already gone through, but they'll continue to go through. But that's the way you can ask, for help. Ask your angels, ask God, ask the universe, whoever you pray to, whatever way that you pray. There's no wrong way to do it. There really isn't. Just ask for a blessing for, the lawsuits against Trump to be successful and to stop his madness. So I hope y'all aren't constantly watching, what's going on with Trump, because I think he's trying to inflict as much pain as he can, and that's the plan, is get us all confused and worried and chasing our tails and worried about what he's going to do next. So just take a break from all this crap that Trump's doing. Know that there are people there that you know, have him in check. There are people, even though it doesn't look like it. It looks like everybody is just nodding in agreement to everything he's doing. They're not. They are not. There more people are against him than for him. I promise you. I wish that they would have shown all the protesters in all 50 states on all the news channels. That would have been great, and that would have been even more. And I'll let y'all know if I find out when that day is to sit in, that we can all sit in and nobody spend any money or do anything, because that is the only way to make a mark, is hit them financially. Because, like I said, there's corporations that are funding Trump. Uh, Matter of fact, like Domino's contributes to Trump. And we love to eat Domino's pizza. And my husband's like, do you want to eat a pizza? And I'm like, not really. you know, we're just going to go to Costco from now on. That's it. HEB is good, though. I think HEB still is keeping their DEI program, I believe. I'm pretty sure. So uh, HEB is really, really good in here in the South Texas area, in Texas in general, I guess. I guess it's more South Texas. They're not as big in north part of Texas, but here in South Texas, they're the only grocery store around. They put everybody else. They got rid of all the competition. They did. They got rid of Kroger, Safeway, any other store you could think of. They're gone. There's nothing here but HEB, unfortunately. So when we want, we have to go and, Walmart, you can go to Walmart, but Walmart dropped their DEI program. So I try not to go to Walmart unless I really have to. Here in Bulverde, that's the only two places you could go, is Walmart or HEB. That's it. So, they have some really small stores in San Antonio and stuff, but they're not big grocery stores like an HEB. I remember when HEB was first coming up, they were such a small store, and they didn't provide bags. It was like you had to bring your own bags to the store. It was weird. But they grew really, really fast, and they got rid of all the competition. But they're a good company. They have pretty good prices and stuff. I think they could be a little better on their produce prices and stuff, but they have a lot of sales. The only thing I hate about all these stores is the way they play games. You've got to, join their coupon thing. You have to go online. You got to click on this. You got to click on that. Get the deal. You got to sign up for a Kroger's card. All this crap, that game playing that they have. Why don't they just say it's on sale? This is on sale, today. You don't have to have your digital thing. You don't have to have your card. Nothing. It's just on sale. But no, they make everything difficult and hard. When we go to the Houston area, I shop at Kroger, so I have to have a Kroger card, you don't have to have a card, but you have to have an account, so you can use your phone number for the account. So I did it online because I was going to see my mother when she was in the hospital. I was going there every week. So I was buying food all the time and cooking it for my sisters and all. So I I had to get with the program, because I like to save money. Because you would see all these sales in Kroger. They'd have all these signs for the sales, but you couldn't get them unless you had that little PIN number and put it in. You wouldn't get the sale. And I was like, hell, I'm going to get the sale. But I hate it that you have to play games like that. I really do. But that's just the way it is. Anyway, I digress. All right, guys. I just want to say thank y'all so much for listening to me carry on. If you enjoy my videos, please subscribe. Please like. It sends a video out to more people. We're going to get through this times. I feel like it's going to get better. I know it's going to get better, but I don't know. I just feel like I don't think Trump's going to be there for 4 years. I really don't feel like he'll be there for 4 years. I keep looking at him, he looks, there's something about, I mean, he's aging. He's really, really aging. I just look at him and I've done that all my life. I'm a healer and I've always could see when there's something wrong with somebody. My sister that has leukemia, years ago, I mean, years ago, she didn't even think she was sick or nothing. I told my husband, I said, there's something wrong with her. I know there's something wrong with her. She is sick, She won't listen to me or anything because unless you're feeling sick, you're not going to go to the doctor and find out what's wrong. But I knew that there was something wrong with her a long, long time ago. And then she came out and said she was diagnosed with leukemia. Because you can have leukemia for a while without being diagnosed. And I look at Trump and I see, I can't, I don't know what's wrong with him, but it looks like to me there's something's wrong with him because he's aging rapidly. I mean, we all get older, and I know that, I understand it, but he suddenly is aging very, very rapidly. So I don't feel like he's going to last the next 4 years. So there's that. And I know we're not supposed to be happy about somebody's, demise, but it is Trump. So I'm not going to say I'm happy about it, but I'm just going to tell y'all that I just feel like there's something going on with him. I feel like, physically in his body that he's just not well. So that's the aging and rapid decline. It can be cancer growth or something. When you have a cancer growth in your body, the cancer takes all the nutrient and you're not getting it, and your health declines very quickly. So it could be something like that. Okay, guys, I'm done. I'm getting out of here. I'm going to let y'all go. If you'd like to get a reading with me, look down below. I'll leave my email address. Do readings, healing sessions, chakra balancing, energy cleanse. If you need a love reading, I can do that. I like love readings. If y'all need a love reading, just look me up, please, please. I love to do those. It takes me to a good place. I love it. But I love doing healing sessions too. I can do a short healing session for you. I don't charge anything for that. But if you'd like a long healing session with an energy release, a chakra balancing, that I do charge for. And it's very comprehensive, and I always make a nice video, let you know what I found, what I did, and what's going on. So let me know if you're interested, okay? All right, guys, do something kind for somebody. It'll always come back to you. Bye for now.